In this video, I want to discuss with you the tonic benefits of one of my favorite herbs, milk thistle. Now, milk thistle is really a wild herb. It's a very medicinal herb. It contains an antioxidant known as silymarin that gives it most of its medicinal properties. Particularly, it's been used to cleanse, tonify, and detoxify, and also regenerate the liver. And although this herb hails from the Mediterranean, you can actually find it all over the world now. I've even been able to find some just in my backyard. So this is actually a wild edible herb, something you can harvest and cultivate for yourself. However, the seeds are the medicinal part of the herb mostly, and they can be rather difficult to harvest. So I usually end up purchasing and taking an extracted, already prepared version of this herb. Now I want to talk to you about a few of the specific benefits of milk thistle. Again, keep in mind that the primary medicinal constituent of this herb is a compound known as silymarin, and this is what gives it most of its health properties. Now, as I mentioned before, the primary property of milk thistle, and the reason it's most commonly used, is to actually treat the liver. Now, it helps tonify the liver in two ways. First, it can actually help promote liver detoxification and protect the liver from toxicity. So it's actually been shown in clinical study to actually regenerate the liver once it's been exposed to any sort of toxicity, particularly related to substance abuse, so the consumption of alcohol, drugs, medications, and any sort of pollutant really that could damage the liver. Milk thistle has the ability to regenerate liver cells and produce new liver cells, and also promote the detoxification of the liver. So this makes it a really great liver tonic and an overall longevity tonic, considering the fact that our liver has over 500 different physiological functions. So if you're interested in having optimal health, then the primary organ you want to take care of is your liver, and milk thistle is a really great herb you can use on a daily basis or regular basis to protect it from damage and toxicity, but also promote the production of new liver cells while enhancing detoxification of the liver system. Another really great benefit of milk thistle is that it's an anti-cancerous herb. Now, it's been found that silymarin can actually promote protein synthesis and the regeneration of new cells. And why this is so great and how it works in a way to actually prevent cancer is essentially it's going to make sure that cells do not stagnate and live for too long, running into the likelihood of actually mutating or becoming deformed. So by basically promoting detoxification, we're ensuring that our cells live for a long enough period to promote health, and then regenerate and cleanse out and recycle, so that way we're constantly being recycled on a cellular level. Additionally, silymarin is an antioxidant, so it protects our DNA and our cells from any sort of oxidative damage, mutation, or any sort of damage done to the cells that could lead to the production of cancerous cells. Lastly, milk thistle is a really great detoxification herb, as we learned earlier. So it helps the liver cleanse out any form of toxin or pollutant that could otherwise bind to cells, leading to mutation. Milk thistle also promotes healthy cholesterol levels. Now, managing cholesterol is really a job of the liver, and it's one of those 500 physiological functions that the liver has. So by being a tonic to the liver, we could essentially get into at least 500 other benefits. However, one of those primary benefits is, like I said, the regulation of cholesterol levels. So the way it does this really is by tonifying the liver, promoting the function and the flow or the detoxification of the liver, which is going to essentially keep our blood healthy, because our liver is constantly circulating and filtering our blood. And if our blood starts to accumulate any sort of lipids or oxidized or rancid fats, then that can lead to basically the accumulation of bad cholesterol. So in simple terms, as a tonic to the liver, it essentially keeps our blood free and clean of accumulation of cholesterol that would otherwise lead to high cholesterol levels, specifically HDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol. Another way it works to promote healthy cholesterol levels is by acting as an anti-inflammatory. So as an anti-inflammatory, it prevents the calcification or the accumulation of arterial plaque that would otherwise obstruct blood flow and lead to the accumulation of cholesterol in our circulatory system and our cardiovascular system. So by being a blood tonic and an anti-inflammatory herb, it can also prevent the accumulation of bad cholesterol in our blood. Next, milk thistle is a really great herb for anybody who is pre-diabetic, diabetic, or has issues regulating insulin. Clinical study shows that milk thistle can actually lower blood sugar levels and bring down elevated insulin levels. So this is a really great herb for anybody who has blood sugar problems. So whether you're diabetic, pre-diabetic, hyper or hypoglycemic, or you just have insulin sensitivity, taking milk thistle can help improve your liver function, which will improve your body's ability to regulate insulin and blood sugar, and therefore regulate your blood sugar levels and even bring down elevated blood sugar levels if you are somebody who has high blood sugar levels. Milk thistle is also a really great herb for preventing gallstone production. Now, the most basic way to see this is gallstones are really just an accumulation of toxicity in the body. Gallstones form once your liver and gallbladder become too congested to eliminate toxins from the body, so they start binding with other material in the body, becoming calcified and sort of just getting lodged into the gallbladder or the liver. So as a detoxification herb, we're going to actually help our liver detoxify, eliminate toxins, so that way there's not an accumulation of toxicity, and therefore preventing the formation of gallstones or any sort of stone in the body actually. So one way that it does this is by acting as a bitter herb. Milk thistle particularly is bitter in taste, which helps stimulate our gallbladder and our liver to secrete bile, which is going to promote cleansing, detoxification. It's going to cleanse the blood and keep the liver and gallbladder clean from accumulated toxicity that would lead to gallstones. Last but not least, milk thistle is actually a really great beauty tonic. So it acts as a beauty herb in a few different ways. First, by being a tonic to the liver, we're ensuring that we're going to have healthy skin. In Chinese medicine, the skin is really just a reflection of the liver and the quality of the health of the liver, considering the fact that the liver cleans the body of toxicity. So keeping our body free from any sort of toxin that would cause an inflammatory response that could show up as acne, or in more severe cases, something like a psoriasis or eczema. So by keeping the liver clean, it's going to keep the body clean from toxicity. That is really one of the primary causes of skin problems. Additionally, it's going to help keep our blood clean. The liver filters our blood, keeps it free of pathogens and bacteria is one of the primary causes, again, of skin problems. So by keeping our blood clean of any sort of pathogen, we ensure healthy skin. Additionally, the liver is also a digestive organ. So by ensuring healthy digestion, the proper assimilation of nutrients, we're ensuring that our skin is fed with the proper nutrition it needs to glow and to be radiant and healthy. One last beauty benefit of milk thistle is it is an antioxidant, and in clinical study has been found that silymarin, the antioxidant in milk thistle, can actually protect our skin from UV damage. So it actually protects our skin internally from any form of oxidative damage. It's, in other words, an internal sunblock. So by taking in a lot of antioxidant rich foods or herbs, or specifically milk thistle, we're going to ensure that our skin is protected from any sort of oxidative damage that could cause wrinkles and aging of the skin. So these are the primary benefits of milk thistle. If you're interested in trying milk thistle out for yourself, I highly suggest always using an extract of the herb to get the most medicinal active constituents from that herb. An extracted form of milk thistle is going to have the highest amount of silymarin, which is the primary constituent that gives it all the properties we talked about here in this video. If you're interested in supplementing it and purchasing some for yourself, then you can visit our shop by clicking the link below.